Not a bad direct. Hi guys, welcome to Tame Gaming. Nintendo have just dropped their traditional September Direct and it was absolutely jam-packed with games. Seriously, this was like an E3 level of content. My initial feeling is one of quiet satisfaction. There wasn't any mind-blowing announcements in there, but the extra look we got at things that we knew were coming, as well as the confirmation of a couple of leaks, made it a satisfactory Direct on the whole. It kicked off with the worst kept secret in recent weeks, Overwatch on Switch. Following on from a retail listing leak and an official Switch case cropping up on Amazon, we finally got official confirmation that Blizzard's hit multiplayer shooter is indeed making its way to Nintendo consoles for the first time. This was followed up by some new footage of Luigi's Mansion 3, with a look at a bunch of new floors, as well as a new 8-player multiplayer mode. I am so damn hyped for this game. I love the original Back on the Cube, and honestly it was my favourite game that I got to play at Gamescom. I love the look of all the different levels. It should keep the game totally fresh as you move all the way through it. And I just cannot wait. It's definitely my most anticipated game of the year now. A whole bunch of stuff followed, including a free-to-start Kirby game and Return of the Obra Dinn, which released on PC to massive critical acclaim last year. Little Town Hero was the next game that really made me pay attention though. Developed by Game Freak, the guys behind Pokemon, the RPG looks rather intriguing, and the battle system looks pretty unique too. I'm not completely sold on it yet, but there's definitely enough there to pique my interest. And, as it releases next month, we haven't got too long to wait before we get to go hands-on with it. I still think just Town was a better title though. Then came the big smash news. Banjo-Kazooie is out now, and Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury is joining the fight. Not gonna lie, I have absolutely no experience of any of the SNK fighting games, so this gets a little bit of a shrug from me. Though to be honest, after Banjo, I don't really care who else shows up. But the other big Smash announcement, that there's even more DLC coming after this Fighters Pass is finished, was probably the highlight of the Direct for me. There's already an insane amount of fighters in there, and the fact that they're going to be adding even more and that there's an opportunity for even more games and more characters to get represented is frankly awesome. We don't know quite yet how many more fighters are coming. Maybe there'll be another 5 in a second Fighters Pass, but I cannot wait to see who else joins the fight. Then a bunch more ports, including Tokyo Mirage Sessions and Doom 64, which is pretty sweet. New online shooter Rogue Company looks kind of interesting too. And this is the first Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games game that actually has me a little intrigued. I love the retro Mario and Sonic sprites running alongside each other, it looks awesome. A further Damon X Machina demo is also on the way and it's definitely welcome. I took a bit of flack for my video last week. Despite what I said, apparently you can activate motion controls within the game's options. This admittedly wasn't available to me at Gamescom, but I'm really glad that this new demo has come in, which will allow me to go a little bit more hands-on with the game, spend a little bit more time with it. The floor at Gamescom isn't the best opportunity to sort of really get to grips with the game, so maybe with a little extended time it will give it a chance to shine. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 is a pretty cool surprise. Assassin's Creed Rebel Collection had already leaked, in traditional Assassin's Creed style, and there was a pretty cool rundown of a bunch of stuff headed to Switch over the next couple of months too. The real meat towards the end was reserved for Animal Crossing New Horizons. I don't think there's any game I'm more excited for on Switch than this. Not even Metroid Prime 4 or Breath of the Wild 2. I've put shed loads of hours into New Leaf and I cannot wait to get back into the Animal Crossing groove. There wasn't really anything new shown in the Direct. Much of what was showcased was revealed back at E3 and during the Treehouse livestream. But it was nice to get a more polished overview of some of the new features and functions we'll be playing with when it arrives in March. It looks gorgeous, and most importantly, the level of customization of both your villager and the island is off the charts. I can't wait. Wrapping up, we're getting a port of Xenoblade Chronicles at some point next year. It originally appeared on the Wii, with the new 3DS exclusive port arriving a few years later. It's a cool addition to the Switch's library, I guess, but the series has left me kind of indifferent over the years, so I'm not overly fussed. Happy it's coming for fans of those games though. My major takeaway from all that is that we still don't really know what's coming in 2020 for Switch. We know Animal Crossing's coming, and now Xenoblade Chronicles, and maybe Bayonetta 3 at some point. I'd love to add Metroid Prime 4 to that list, but I'm not holding my breath. In previous years, this may have worried me. Certainly in the Wii U era, a lack of games was an ongoing problem. But with the Switch, it kind of excites me. Nintendo just spent a 40-minute presentation in September going on about games coming out and barely touched on what's arriving next year. They've got that much arriving between now and Christmas that they didn't need to pad out the Direct with stuff coming 6 months down the line and beyond. Switch is in a great place right now. We've had tons of awesome releases, we've got tons more to come during the year, and I have no doubt that 2020 will be just as exciting. And we're in for one hell of a February Direct. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. What did you think of the Nintendo Direct? Let me know down in the comments. If you like this video, why not check out some more? And if you like those, you can always subscribe too. I will be back here next week with another video, same time. See you then.